What's good, Amajita Football Family Show? Welcome to another episode. I am Israel S. Ditsele, the Robert Marawa of the show, and I am not alone. I am with
Benjamin G, Mr. Man of the Match. That's it.
That's right. So tomorrow is the big Black Label Cup final. TS Galaxy against Stellenbosch. It is number 4 against number 14. Now, I know on paper, everyone has already given it to Stellenbosch. In fact, as we keep just, walking around and asking people in general, they think that Stellenbosch will take it. And I understand that they're in a very good form. But like you always say, come cup games, it's a different breed, it's a different monster. And I mean, I don't know, TS Galaxy, number 14, just judging by the book, you could say that it's doing bad, right? But anyway, like you keep saying, man, it's a different monster. And for me, I mean, I already have my money on TS Galaxy that they might take this.
Crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share with friends and loved ones. Indeed, this is a big one, man. Cullen Black Label knockout final.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know what to say about this. I didn't see this one coming.
Neither did I.
Honestly, I thought Orlando Pirates was going to go to the final. Especially after we went out, I was like, I'm giving this to Orlando Pirates. Not even Super Sport or Kaiser Chiefs or anything. But I think a good final, is awaiting. Two teams that are playing beautiful football, if you ask me. TS Galaxy, I actually saw on Laduma. Shout out to Laduma. You can sponsor the show anytime you feel like it. But they were like, I think it was the front page. It was like youth versus experience. Because Stellenbosch is youth. And when you look at TS Galaxy, they have a whole lot of experience. I was actually talking to Mpom Velasida at the time. And he was like, they are playing him in his original position. Yeah. There in the middle there. So I was like, that's crazy. And looking at the game against Amazulu, the assist he gave to Mojela, if I'm not mistaken, it was absolutely crazy, man. I think they beat Amazulu at 3-2. For me, it should have been 3-0. I think TS Galaxy, they let themselves down sometimes, and I think that's why they find themselves 14th on the log. It's because, for me, they concede lousy goals. I mean, the goal against Orlando Pirates, beautiful free kick by Hoto, but the goals that they missed as well. So lousy mistakes there and there. They should pay more attention to detail, and these things are important. Remember, these things become habits, and these things are important when you're about to go into a final. These things are going to play a very big role, So indeed, like you said, it's a cup game. It's very different from a league game. It's do or die here. Yeah. I don't mean to say this, but it's wafa wafa. Absolutely crazy, man. Tomorrow it's do or die. It's not about form. It's not about where you are on the position. It's not about, the game you played, last week. It's about the team that wants it more, in the final.
Do you think most teams that lose while they're in the lead, it's because sometimes they over-elaborate? Teams like Vele TX Galaxy, you find Badlala Sharp, and then at some point, there's a bit too much, like in Ndlondlo sometimes,
Okay, yeah.
Like, let's say Pirates is on the floor, and Hotomoloweta, Spike Tunyana, Apasete German, Apasete Lodge, Lodge Lianavete, step over more, and then Papas and Londra, and then he tries too hard, instead of just playing the ball to the next player. Just because everyone is doing it doesn't mean you should do it, especially in the position that you're playing. You're very vital. You kind of like the anchor.
Exactly.
You get what I mean? So could it be that TS Galaxy is suffering from that? Maybe?
Yeah, no. I'm going to say that. I think it's the curse of, sometimes what works for you can work against you. Too much of a good thing is bad. Sometimes you just be simple. Like you're saying, don't over-elaborate. Play that pass and let's move forward, you know. And that's one thing that frustrates me very, very about Mzansi football. We really, I think that's the word, over elaborating.
Do you think there's a difference between building from the back and slow build up?
Yeah, I think we said this about Moroka Swallows when they were going to play against the Orlando Pirates. There's a difference. There's a difference. I think the words we used precisely was there's a difference between building from the back and playing from the back. Some teams are just playing from the back, but some teams build. Because number one, they have the players to do that. Number two, they understand that tactical, positioning, how important it is. And it's happening worldwide, honestly, globally. We see also, was it during the week? I think, I don't remember that match. But I think Barcelona, Romeo, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure.
Barcelona was literally trying to build from the back, but they do not understand each other, completely. They don't have that telepathic mindset to say, I know for sure.
Very true.
For example, Pom Velase is there or Mojela is there, But over elaboration is going to cost a lot of teams. Tomorrow, final, play it safe or you'll be sorry.
I mean, we've seen how Swallows also lost this afternoon against Super Sports. The game plan, Steve Gombella, was very, very funny to me. But this is about the cup game tomorrow, the final. So let's not dwell on Morocco Swallows and Super Sports. But great game, and Super Sports showed a lot of character coming back from behind, But
How important is it for players to be mentally zoned in? Because obviously we're living in a world now of social media. Players are obviously reasonably so. They are talking to their family, friends and everything. But I just want to know, mentally for a player, is it healthy for a player to be going on X right now, or Instagram right now, and checking comments and checking how other people are talking? I'm not saying they shouldn't watch this though, watch this show, but how important is the mentality of the players going into the final?
Very important. For me, I just feel like it's the day before the cup game. I feel like it's fine you're talking to family and friends, but at the same time, I think to build the brotherhood, maybe you guys stay together and conversate about something rather than being on your phone. I mean, recently now with who's the striker who's playing in Europe right now, having mental issues just because he's on social media. And social media really kind of does destroy the mind, It no matter how many times you can warm up, if there was that X tweet that caught you, it caught you, but anyway.
And unfortunately, you can't protect them from such things. As a coach, you can tell them, take some time off just for this week, just focus on the game. Obviously, don't overthink and all these things, because on the day you're going to make mistakes, but just stay away, from social media. Unfortunately, you cannot protect them from this as a coach.
Unfortunately, right? So I'm just busy here going through the prize money, and a bit confusing. I have two numbers here, I see. It says the winners will go home with 6.85 million rands, while the losing finalist will pocket 2 million, I guess.
That's awesome. 2 million for runners up.
Yeah. But then here's a number. Winners of the competition will earn a collective 9.6 million from their 4 matches.
Yeah, I think you see here they're talking about the bulk of being the 6.6 million earned from winning the final. So the team that's winning the final will go with 6.6 or 6.8 million rands. But the competition as a whole, whole competition is 9.6 million from their 4 matches, because they'll be getting, I think they get
makes sense.
Something every time they play.
Makes sense.
Culling has money. Culling Black Label, you can sponsor this show. Actually, what was it?
Agit.
Non-alcoholic, of course. Just being safe. Anyway, let's talk about Stellies, man.
Stellenbosch is on a roll right now. They play fast, and that's one thing I'm worried about for TS Galaxy.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at Adams, you look at Titus, and there's a point that I made yesterday while we were talking about Stellenbosch, and we said, thing is, everyone can show up. While you think that Reynas is not having a good day, actually someone comes on the pitch and does the job while Reynas is just busy making you guys tired. You know, and that's a funny thing because everyone at Stellenbosch is accountable. You get what I mean? Everyone at Stellenbosch is accountable. And like I said, players like Adams and Titus, they'll come in very, very handy. Also the captain, Gunning captain.
Yes, isn't it Adamsville?
No. Again, or am I thinking of?
You're right, Van Rooyen, I think.
I mean, what a talent, guys! What a talent!
Yeah,
and yeah, I mean, tomorrow.
He's actually captain. Fantastic.
Right.
There's a challenge you made. Sorry, man, but there's a challenge you made. I don't remember when. Quality, Joe. It was a tackle. I don't remember.
Yeah. Don't remember the team.
Yeah.
But just how he stole it.
No, I think it was Richards Bay, the semi-final. The recovery that he made, he really showed, and that's the thing about what Coach Steve Barker has been able, to integrate into his team. That's English. The mentality of, or this attitude of saying, I want it more.
Very true.
They just get on the pitch with this spirit of saying, I'm here to win or I'll die on this pitch. I mean, this challenge that I'm talking about, this tackle, the man could have broken his leg, his ankle or something. But he said, I'm going to defend my team no matter what. So, beautiful, yeah.
He's a great captain, to be honest with you. And I wonder who's going to be the goalkeeper, because I saw last time the number one keeper was sitting out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, was it a red card or was it an injury or whatever. But nonetheless, speaking about accountability, even from the previous games, the second goalkeeper, the presence is there.
I know, top quality.
The composure is there. So Stellenbosch is really a wholesome team.
Yeah.
A wholesome team. I mean, really they are competing this season, number 4. Surprising how they got there, given their slow start.
Oh yeah, kind of slow,
yeah. And I don't know, do you think they'll start the game the same way as they did in the league? Slow and
never.
Yeah.
Like I said, Steve Barker, coach. Shout out, man. I mean, I don't blame people saying Stellenbosch are going to win. They are the favorites.
Yeah.
TS Galaxy, whether we like it or not, they are coming into this game as the underdogs.
Yep.
They have to get the job done. But for me, if Stellenbosch plays Stellenbosch football with a ounce of more intensity, I don't want to be too much for TS. I'm sorry.
Wow. So you don't see any hope for TS?
Listen, with the type of coach they have, the type of players they have, I mentioned Mpom Velase, I mentioned Mujela as well. I wish Bernard Parker was there to add the experience. He knows how to win the big games. Which other player does TS have? There's this player I like, man.
Yeah.
Mbunjana. Is it Mbunjana?
Yeah.
Mbunjana as well. You can never rule them out. I'm not saying there's no hope for them. I'm just saying Stellenbosch is going to be too much. It's going to be too much. And in order for them, this is what I'm saying, in order for TS Galaxy to make it out alive, they need to admit that Stellenbosch is going to have more of the ball. We must be comfortable being off the ball, even though we are a passing team. But we must master being off the ball.
For this game?
For this game, Nji.
Wow.
Because they are not going to outrun Stellenbosch. They're not going to outwork Stellenbosch.
Wow.
Abom Bunjana, I love their stamina. I think the fitness team, TS Galaxy is absolutely crazy.
Yeah. So no hope even for Norkovic?
No, I'm not ruling them out. There is hope. I'm just saying they must approach this game strategically wisely. Oh, monate yo, kaskua. Monate kaskua. Kati fila linda. But Honestly, there is hope. Remember, again, it's a final.
Yeah.
So we're not looking at paper here. Okay, no, it's a final. So there is hope. But now, what do you think?
I'm thinking TS will definitely take it. Just how you pointing out how strong Stellenbosch is, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't have much to say, but I mean, I see the zeal in TS Galaxy, their style of play. Not necessarily as quick as Stellenbosch, but I feel like they do know how to play the quick game as well. But yeah, I mean, I hope they actually keep to their pace, because as a team there's this thing or about their pace.
Exactly. Thank you.
So
Thank you. You're saying it actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really hope that TS Galaxy is wise enough to have a slow build up.
Yeah.
Not build from the back, but
Yeah.
have a slow build up. Keep their composure, because man, Stellenbosch players are quite fast and
Yeah,
they'll
we do
come
about
in.
that, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
So, but I feel like at this point, like you say, Stellenbosch, knowing that TS is kind of weak, it might be their weakness as well. Thinking that the approach of the game, they might be like, okay, no, we know we're gonna dominate. All of a sudden, they might play a high line, and then Stellies just comes in, and
You mean TS?
I mean TS comes in with the transition, and probably
And that's why I said there's something about Coach Steve Barker about preparation towards the game.
it's phenomenal.
No, he's doing an outstanding job.
Yeah.
And-
So yeah.
And what he's making me think about is the importance of a coach
Yep.
being at the team for so long.
Yeah.
Because credit to Stellenbosch for keeping Coach Steve Barker there.
For the longest of time,
Bro,
although I haven't seen Sukota come back on to the Sukota that we know, but he's playing him, and that's what I wanted for Sukota. So yeah.
it's true. Okay, I almost said something. It's okay.
Yeah.
I almost said something. But what do you think about Macheke? Stellenbosch just got him. He's playing where Mtetwa was playing.
Wow.
I'm seeing a lot of headlines and a lot of people, on social media mentioning him quite several times. And I watched him against Richards Bay. And I was like, wow, I think you're nice. Bro. What do you think about Mtetwa's absence? Is it showing? Do you miss him?
No. Blessing in disguise, I would say.
Wow. Again, Coach Steve Barker, shout out.
Yeah, because I think the scouting team at Stellenbosch is just something else.
No, it's crazy.
How they can spot talent.
Yeah, the MDC team.
Exactly.
The development at Stellenbosch is crazy.
So, yeah, man, I see what you mean by coach.
Okay.
Recruiting talent. I mean, it's phenomenal. Happen also ba no shota ka man, Barryman. What Cape Town Spurs? I know you said he's in Europe right now, but Bartman.
Oh,
If they were to get that player.
yeah, there's a team in Europe. He's not there, but there's a team that's looking at him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The thing about having one coach who you can see is doing good has kept you ever since you came to the DSTV Premiership. You've been. It's because he understands the pattern of the team. You understand? I don't care if you're Macheke or Oscarin Masuluki. You are going to get into a pattern that's been there, tried and tested. Unfortunately, teams like Stellenbosch have to sell their best players.
Wow. Now I'm taking it in, man.
Taking
it in.
Yeah, unfortunately, they have to sell your Mendietas. They have to sell your Mtetwas. They have to sell these players. I'm looking at Van Veek now. If I'm Kaiser Chiefs, I need fast players.
And if I'm Van Veek, I'm not going there.
That's a good one, but we need to wrap up, man. Let's get into the predictions. I don't want to ask you your three important players for TS and Stellenbosch, but I think let's just do it real quick.
The players.
Yeah.
Obviously, Mpom Velase.
Very important.
Who's this dude? There's a new striker that they got. Okay, forgot him, but
Isn't it Vidal?
Yeah, it is Vidal, ne?
Yeah.
Vidal. And obviously the keeper, man. You know, the keeper needs to show up, guys. The keeper needs to show up. I pray he shows up, because if he doesn't show up,
Yeah.
Those are the three for me for TS Galaxy. Stellenbosch, I mean, anyone can show up, really, there.
Yeah, no.
Titus, Reyners,
Van Rooyen,
oh my goodness,
Adams, Macheke, Oscarine Masuluga, or the first keeper.
Exactly.
Stefan, somebody.
You see how many names you did. So, yeah, for me, it's going to be really tough for TS Galaxy, but I put my money on TS Galaxy.
Okay.
Yeah. Your choice?
Well, from TS Galaxy has to be Mbunjana. I think he's an anchor for the team. And I think, obviously, Mpom Velasi. I think in the middle there, his stamina and the way he can pick a pass is absolutely... And the spirit he had in the semi-final. Yeah, no. Also, the attitude of TS Galaxy is changing, actually. Tomorrow's actually going to be a hot game.
It's going to be a hot one. I don't want to miss it.
Yeah. And then...
I'm sorry, man. Makalo, I see he's there, but... Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Mpom Velase. And who did I say as well? Mbunjana. Yeah, and then Mojela as well. Yeah.
Ojela.
Yeah, no. He's a nice player. Betasco Mota, Brian.
For Stellies.
Everybody. I'm kidding. I'm gonna say Van Rooyen, my captain.
Nice.
It's going to be absolutely important. And I'm going to say Macheka as well. And then Fana, you're right, it's very tough.
It's tough at Stellies, man.
So there's Antonio van Veek.
The quality that is built from within.
There's Reyners.
You get what I mean? The quality that is built from within. Because a lot of players left, but there are a lot of players that they signed. You get what I mean? So, hey man. I mean, literally we can only name Seho Taliana that they signed. But the rest is just pure talent from the inside.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what's the scoreline for you.
That's true. That's the tough part.
I would say championship score.
Yeah, I'm leaning on that.
No.
Yeah, but let's wrap up. Come on, man.
Yeah. No, you do the closing. You're playing bad.
Alright, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. You were watching the Amajita Football Show. Please tell us what you think, Amajita fam, in the comment section below. Is it Stellies or TS Galaxy? I actually saw... Okay, let me close. No, I actually saw someone making the racial thing. Stellenbosch Mafia versus someone who started as an entrepreneur.
Okay, no, I read.
Anyway, absolutely crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, the Carlin Black Label Knockout Cup final. It's going to be crazy. Your predictions. Thank you for tuning in. Asbon.